Hello everyone, how are you all doing? This is your Carlo here at Mag Crypto, back again with another video. In today's video, as per usual, it's the end of the week. We've got to do a market breakdown. It's tradition for the last, I don't know how long I've been doing it, maybe 6 months or a year. So we've got a lot of different coins that have been requested to be covered. So stick around, get a coffee, and let's get the show on the road. Cue the intro. So before we get started, I just want to introduce my friend over here. His name is Cornelius. He'll be joining us from now on, doing our market analysis, providing valuable inspiration and motivation from the technical analysis gods. That's where he's from. Also shout out to Dan for bringing him from the heavens here. So with that out of the way, the introductions, let's get straight into the charts and get moving. So as I said, we've got a lot of different coins to cover, a lot of requests. So as I've been doing for the last few weeks, I'm going to be doing a live analysis. I've removed all the drawings so that you can have some extra tips on how to perform the analysis yourself if you are not proficient already. Okay. So let's jump straight into FTT token, which is doing very well, potentially just riding off the gains from Solana as well, because they are created by the same organization, from the brainchild of Sam Bankman-Friedman. And so, as per usual, the way we get started is by identifying the key levels, the big swings high and the big swings low. And there's a clear one right here at the top of this hill, and there's a clear one at the bottom right here. So just identifying that. Now you can see there's a lot of, well, this is a rising wedge, but there's a lot of highs and lows in between here. So, you can pick out every single one if you want, but I'm going to stick with the main ones. As you can see, the aggressive looking ones. You can see from here, a big candle down and then a massive rebound to the upside. So I'm going to stick with those two. And also, actually, what I'm going to do is there's one swing high and a low right here, two clear areas that is touched. So now that we've identified the swing highs and swing lows, these are the key levels of support and resistance. And as I like to say, we want to focus around the area closest to where price is currently at. So when we're looking at the current price, we can see it's currently just above an important resistance level. So it's just above there, and potentially is looking to close there for the week. So that's a big sign. If it can stay above there and hold that area for going forward in the next week, there's a good chance that it can smash all-time highs and continue to the upside. So that's one thing, if it can hold that level. However, if it breaks below, then we could potentially see it go down towards, so there's a sneeze incoming. Okay, it's gone. So if it breaks below, then we can potentially see it hold the next support level. You can see two tests right here around $45. There's also a key level just above there. You can see this swing high at $50 to $51. So this area right here is looking to be support if it breaks below. And the same goes if it breaks below that, then the next levels would be around $40. And the next major area right here, so you can see a test of 35 and then a support level tested at 35. So that's the next major level for FTT. So to conclude, there's a good chance that if it stays above this level, we can see it go further higher. And again, when it comes to price discovery, i.e. it's breaking new grounds in price, then we've got to look at the next major round number. So we've got 75, which is an important number. Then we go to the tens. So we've got $80. And then, of course, the next big one is $100. So if it can break above or stay above this area and continue to go up, then I would say 75 is an important level. So we can mark that out. And then we got 80 very close above. And then I would say above there is 100. There's a good chance it'll go to 100. So that's the conclusion. That's the analysis done for FTT token. Next, we'll be having a look at Kusama. So let's clear this chart and start again. So Kusama, you can see this very interesting downtrend that was happening for a little while until it found the clear bottom at 180. So let's mark out the key levels. Straight away, you can see this top right here at $540. And straight away, even though this is relatively far from current price, a clear bottom, another clear low right here. Let's make that a bit smaller. And then another clear low right here. And just above that, actually, let's mark out this level. So I hope this is looking as easy it is to draw them out, because it is quite simple to mark out these key levels. So what we can see right now is it's just gone past a support that turned into resistance right here. So you can see this low right here at 320. If you follow it across, you can see it became support right here. So it bounced off there, tapped the support level at 260, and then from then on it gathered enough liquidity to bounce to the upside to be resisted by a previous resistance at 430. So it really is quite simple to kind of analyze these charts. So what we can, if it stays below that level, which it is for the week, then we can surmise that it's probably going to drop down towards 320 once again. That's the next major level. If it stays there, builds, then there's a good chance it's going to try again to break past 435 and then beyond. So right now, say the momentum is still on the bulls, as long as it stays above 320. Okay. Next, we'll have a look at a coin that was gaining quite a lot during the week, as you can see, quite massively, and that's FTM. I think is it token or Fantom. So not quite as many clear levels as Kusama, but still we've got some clear highs right here. I'd say this area as well, even though it's a mixture of small highs and lows, we can mark out that area right there as well. And I would say the bottom of this massive move to the downside as well. Now this is, as I said, we want to stay close to the price, not too far away, but these are important levels. So for the moment, it's in price discovery and it's not showing any signs of slowing down. And when it's in price discovery, what we want to look at, as I've said many times, is the key level. So the next one, try and kind of guess it in your mind from where it is right now. I would say is $1.50. 150 is just that big round number that people will be looking to take profit at. So we can mark out that spot over there. And what we want to look out for is how it reacts when it gets to this level. It might turn around at 145 or 140 or even 130, but for the moment it's going strong, and until we see a strong rejection at a key level, as I said, the target for me would be 150. I would say it's still looking strong. When it starts to turn around, whenever that is, definitely the one of the big levels is going to be that 90-cent region over here. This massive swing is going to be very important to hold for support, because there's nothing else that we can see is showing any sign of resistance or support. Just having a look at the gains actually from, that's a good 550%.
It's over 9,000!
5.5x in just over a month, which is insane. Very similar to what Solana did. So to surmise about Fantom, it's in price discovery. I would say from this massive burst to the upside, it's more likely that it's going to be a retracement than further upside. But just purely looking at the candlesticks, this is not showing any signs of slowing down just yet. There's no major rejection, only a few percent, if that. So until we see a massive rejection, like so, we want to see a massive rejection like this candlestick, this wick even, then we can say, okay, this is probably run out of steam. So that's Fantom for you. Next, we'll have a look at Litecoin. So the next coin requested is a Litecoin. Again, let's remove all these drawings and start with a fresh blank canvas. So Litecoin, let's go with the key levels. We got a massive high at 380. We have a massive low at 142. Then we have smaller high and low at 180. We can leave these for now. Oh, actually, let's include this 120, and then let's move. Well, I would say actually, what is even better practice is to go from left to right and from top to down. So from top down and then from left to right, like the major key levels. So here we have 230 or 225. And then lastly, we have this level at 275. So again, looking at the chart, what we can see is previous resistance became support, bounce of 175, picked up a load of liquidity, and then went off to the next level at 225. So at the moment, it is just below it. So if it doesn't close, if it closes below, then there's a chance that it will retrace further back down to 180 or 175. However, if it manages to push past this level of 225, then it's gone past the resistance, then there's a good chance it's going to go up to 270 or 280. That would be an increase of around 22%, which is pretty good. So very, very simple Litecoin. It's still, even though it's below, it's still undecided if it's gonna be rejected. There isn't much selling going on at this point, so there is a good chance that it can break past towards 280, I would say. Next, we will have a look at Harmony. So let's remove that. This is looking like a nice rounding formation, I would say. Nice pattern, very, very lovely. I think there's a good chance it's going to go towards 20 cents, I would say.
Really?
But let's mark out the key levels. So we've got the top right here from left to right. Then we have another top right here, around 15 cents. Then we've got a nice little low at right here at 10 cents. And just for good measure, we can have include 8 cents, or we can go to the bottom 6 cents. I'm gonna just include 8 cents and some change. So there's actually two highs here. We could also include 14 cents as well, but we'll leave it to 15 cents. So what we can see from Harmony, similar to some of the other coins, found some resistance, retraced, and then found support at a very key level. This strong low at 9 cents, found support, bounced off it, and now it's heading towards the next major resistance level of 15 cents. If it breaks past there, then there's a good chance that it will continue on towards 20 cents. So it depends on whether it breaks past there, or if this level is too strong and pushes it down. So that is Harmony, and from this area there's a good 55% when it gets to the top. But the main thing to look out for is, as long as it holds the support of 10 cents, then there's a good chance it will continue eventually, whether in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, towards 20 cents. So I would say Harmony is looking pretty good. It hasn't gone up too much from 10 cents. It's only gone up about 30%. That's a decent amount. But it's not overbought. It hasn't gone up. It hasn't basically run out of fuel, I would say, compared to like Solana or FTM, which has gone up like over 500%. So this, I would say there's still a decent amount of juice left in the tank for it to continue going to the upside. Next, we'll have a look at QTUM. So similar kind of rounding formation as what we just covered with Harmony. But let's go ahead and mark out the key levels. So we've got the top right here at 27. And then we go below to 17, which is next resistance level. We've got some support at 11 and some change. Then we have some more support at $8.20. We could extend it towards here, but we'll leave that. And then we have just close to the bottom at 6.3 or 6.4. So again, same story again. We have a massive surge, retracement, and then it finds support at a key level, key low from before. You can see at $12 and some change, tap that level, and now it's off. The next major resistance is going to be at 18 and some change. We'll see what it does around there. There's still some gains to be made before it gets to that level, a good 12-13%. So it could smash through there with conviction and then head towards 27, or it can reject from that area, go back towards 13, or go back towards the next major support at 12, and then rebuild to go back above. So that is where QTUM is currently at, and there's nothing else much to say. I would say it's looking good to carry on. This is looking like a measured move up, i.e. you have a big rally upwards, a retracement, and then a rally of equal magnitude in the next move. So it could be something like that. It could just break past the resistance, head towards $19-20, and then see what it does there. Could be a three-wave move. Let's see. So it's looking good to continue, I would say. Okay, now we have Filecoin. So let's remove all the drawings and start from scratch. So we have a massive top right here at 189, 190. Then we have a little low at 140. And then we have a top at $80 or $90, and then a low at $65, $66. So what we can see is it's had a little bit of support at 65, absolutely smashed past the resistance at 86, 85, and now absolutely no sign of slowing down. It's looking to head towards the next major resistance at 130 to 135. If it breaks past there, then as you can see, it's probably going to head towards the next high at 160 and 170 or 180. So Filecoin is looking pretty good.
Really?
Massive candle. I would expect some profit taken at this level, but then we have to see how much profit taking it is. If it's just a little retracement, then there's a good chance that it's going to carry on towards this level and then smash through towards the next major resistance level. So these are the levels to look out for. Again, if it actually does retrace strongly, if there's a lot of profit taken, then the next major level is going to be $87 or $85. So just watch those key levels, I would say. Next, we'll have a look at ICP. So this is making a bit of a comeback very slowly, which is nice to see. So a bit difficult to analyze these charts, as you might imagine. I like to look out for the key levels, and there isn't many highs and lows to kind of work with. So apart from the bottoms right here, you can see there's a few kind of areas to mark out, but in terms of next major resistance, there isn't much to kind of go by apart from some wicks, but we don't really like to use those as key levels. Potentially, if we go to the daily time frame, there's some more levels that we can look at. Okay, so there's a few more key levels that we can mark out. So let's start from left to right. So we got 166 or 170 if you want to round it up. Then we have this low right here at 120 to 125. It does look like it wants to break out, I would say. So let's there's a key level right here, which is actually quite an important resistance. If you look at it, you can see a clear high here, and then you follow it across. It got rejected multiple times, and now it's finally broken above. And in between these two levels, there isn't much to go by apart from this next support level, which is at around $100. So the fact that it's closed above this key level, this important resistance level, there's a good chance that it's gonna break further up towards $100 at least, and potentially find resistance there. But I would say as long as it stays above this level of $70, then there's a good chance it's going to carry on towards the upside and stay above this area. So that's on the daily. However, I do this is the end of week market breakdown, and the weekly time frame always has more data to go by, hence why the levels are more accurate. So you got to take that with a pinch of salt. The weekly is always more accurate than the daily time frame. So take that with a pinch of salt, and we'll leave it there. So it's looking bullish to continue towards, as I said, $100. So this nice bounce action between these two levels is very nice to see. It tends to kind of build up a lot of energy when it bounces in between levels, and whichever way it breaks, it's probably going to head in that direction with strong conviction. So let's see what ICP does going forward. And lastly, the requested token is Cosmos Atom. So fresh canvas with Atom. So let's mark out the key levels. So we've got a nice high at 27.28. Then we have these levels in between. So we'll pick out this low right here. And this one, I think you can kind of take both of them out at the same time, right here. And then we have this lovely top and a lovely bottom right here. Can either pick the bottom here or here. I would say they're both important, but let's continue. So what we can see from Cosmos Atom, a lovely run up to this resistance level right here. It retraced all the way down to the lower support area at $15 or $18 before moving to the upside. So the next key level we're going to be looking for it to hit is $28. The main thing we want to see, however, if it doesn't reach there soon, is for it to stay above $20 to $21. If it can stay above there, there's a good chance this move will continue, this trend will continue, potentially smash past 28 all the way up to the previous all-time high. So it's looking bullish for the moment. The main key level of support to watch out for is 2021, and below that is $18. So that is Cosmos Atom. It is looking bullish, I would say. Similar to some of the other coins we've covered, it looks like a measured move. As I said, rally, retrace, equal rally, and then maybe even a third one. So it's looking fairly bullish, I would say. Looking fairly bullish. The target, as just to finish off, is going to be $28 towards $30. So just to kind of summarize today or this week's end of week market breakdown, a lot of coins are looking like they want to continue the rally that that's been on in the last week or two. However, some are looking like they are running out of fuel or will be very, very soon. The likes of FTM or Solana, because you can't have a fight, well, you can if this is crypto, but a massive parabolic run without retracement of some significant percentage. So I would say a good portion of the market looks like it wants to continue the rally, but there's also a decent amount, like as I said, FTM or Solana, that have been going up like crazy, and what goes up must go down. So I'll leave it with that. Hopefully you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.